Guys, it's Tommy here from Saleslucky, and today I want to talk to you guys about two short but brief topics, or brief but important topics: accountability and momentum. Okay, so obviously we just kicked off a new year. It's 2021. It's actually a new decade, and most people are very ambitious in the beginning of the year. They have their New Year's resolutions, and they have all this ambition and all these goals, which is great. But most successful people I know, pretty much everyone who's hitting their goals and really making the most out of themselves and what they've been given, they're not waiting for the new year to set goals, to make changes, right? They're holding themselves accountable every step of the way. And truth be told, most people who set New Year's resolutions, don't really keep them. It doesn't stay. And the reason is it's accountability, it's self-accountability. And along with that, I also want to talk about momentum a little bit. In sales, it's toughest to, when you first start out. I mean, it's true with anything, especially when in sales, if you're starting a new sales role, you might have to learn how to sell if you don't have a whole lot of sales experience. You're going to have to learn the product. You're going to have to learn the market, people that you're selling to, and you're going to have to really know the ins and outs of this industry, of this unique sales process, because let's face it, different products have different sales processes. So when you're starting out, it's going to be the hardest. It takes time to build momentum. But once you do build momentum, and once you are ramped, it can get really fun, because that's when the harvest season comes, if you will. You've been planning all spring, working the field all summer, and if you've been building your pipeline, when it's fall time, these deals are going to start dropping, and you're going to start, making some commissions. Now, when it comes to ramp time and building momentum and holding yourself accountable, it does take a significant amount of time to ramp, especially for a B2B sales role. Now, sometimes companies might do 3 months, 4 months, but really, I would say if you're entering into a sales role with like a 3-month sales process or something like that, 2 to 3 month sales process, realistically, you're probably going to look at about, closer to a year to fully ramp. And what I mean by ramp is, like I said, learning the product, learning the market, learning this particular sales process, building up a healthy pipeline so you can have continuous deals dropping. That's going to take some time. That doesn't happen in a week. That doesn't happen in 2 weeks. It doesn't happen in a month. It doesn't happen in 2 months to build a pipeline like that, especially if your sales cycles, 2-3 months. So it takes some time to learn these things. It takes some time to ramp up, and just be patient with yourself. But make sure to keep your foot on the gas, hold yourself accountable, and keep going every step of the way, because that work will pay off. As you're building up pipeline, as you're prospecting, as you're building up, the number of accounts that you have and moving them through the different stages in the sales process, there will be a time when that pipeline gets full if you've kept your foot on the gas, and you'll get to harvest. I'll share with you one thing. Years ago when I started my first real B2B sales job, I was doing fairly well in the company. I was the youngest hire at the time, and I was one of the most consistent performers. And I thought I had it figured out, and I thought I was doing really well. And kind of like a big fish in a small pond type of thing. It's within this small group of people, you think you're pretty good, and then you take your foot off the gas, and next thing you know, the deals don't start coming in as much. If you've taking a break from prospecting, well, guess what? There's going to be an effect to that. So always make sure to keep your foot on the gas, okay? That was a lesson that I definitely took away from that experience. So I hope you guys got value out of this, and I hope you guys find this helpful. If you did, please share this with a friend. Would greatly appreciate it. Anyways, talk to you guys soon. Cheers.